All right. So let me see if I can do the introduction justice. Like I say, greatness is in the house today. We're going to be speaking with Colonel Khalid Shabazz. He's the first Muslim division level chaplain in U.S. Army history, senior strategic advisor to combatant commander, distinguished scholar, author, and mentor to thousands of soldiers and leaders across the globe. His journey from adversity and discrimination to senior command influence offers timeless lessons on faith, ethics, resilience, and moral leadership in the most demanding environment on earth. Please help me give a warm welcome to the highest ranked Muslim chaplain in U.S. military history. That includes the Navy, the Army, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, the Space Force, all of it. Let's welcome the chaplain, the doctor, with not just one, but two doctorate degree, PhD in higher education from Trident University International, and a doctorate in divinity from North Texas Theological Seminary. Welcome the professor, the U.S. Army Colonel, Khalid Shabazz. Here you are. How are you doing, Colonel?
Wow! That fired me up.
You have Protestant. Even within them, you have Methodist, Baptist, Anabaptist, Pentecostal, Charismatic, non-denominational, on and on and on and on. So how do we navigate that
I mean,
in
faith, faith, faith,
society?
faith actually should be the foundation of everything, right?
Yes.
In the military, in leadership. I remember walking into my first duty station as a captain, Muslim, and I reached my hand out to the commander, and he said he won't shake my hand. He says we have some
Hmm.
problems with your religion and how you guys treat women. Have a
What?
nice day.
Oh my goodness.
This man didn't talk to me for 9 months, right?
What?
And by God's grace, I'm a sports guy, so I was coaching his son in
Oh.
basketball. Him and my son became friends, and
Hmm.
my son, his son was getting jumped one day, and my son helped him, and so we were in the field, and I said, "Hey, sir, I know you don't want to talk to me, right? I'm a jokester too, which don't help."
Hmm.
I said, "I know you don't want to talk to me because I'm Muslim, but my Muslim son helped your Christian son fight
Yes.
today." And so he looking at me with disdain. He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, your son got jumped. My son helped him." And to
Wow.
his credit, right? And this is why you got to have tough skin when you have faith. To his credit, that was the first time he talked to me, and we talked for about an hour,
Wow.
right? And so because of that, man, I respect him so much. He came in front of the formation when we got back, battalion commander, and he said, "I have wronged one of my officers," and he gave me a coin in front of the formation, and
Wow.
I used to pray at his house on Sundays for dinner.
That's
Devout,
amazing.
devout Catholic, yeah, devout Catholic.
Wow.
So
But
faith can transcend,
yes.
all of our impartialities. Faith can transcend our own religious bias if you would
Hmm.
just have faith. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Well, your
Yeah.
neighbor ain't gonna always be the same faith you are.
True.
And
Wow.
so I think in the military, we need to do a better job at that, right? My family has suffered greatly
Hmm.
because of our faith, right? We don't get invited to all of the stuff, right?
Wow.
So we have suffered, but we maintain faith because it has some people who can move through that
Yes.
type of almost insanity
Hmm.
and accept us for who we are. I love that part about it. It is a
Yes.
struggle, but I love that part about it. I remember becoming the first Muslim chaplain, and it went viral,
Hmm.
right? And so it was people on the internet. If you go back and look at it, it's in the documentary. They was like, he's a demon.
Oh my
Kill him
goodness.
go to find out where he's at in the mosque and murder him,
What?
right? And so I was at JBLM, and
My
it's
goodness.
amazing. It's amazing just loving people. So nobody on post, none of the people on post would counsel these two women who were married, right?
Hmm.
And so a sergeant major who I know very well, he said, "I know who will counsel them, Shabazz," right? So these women come in, we counsel them, we give them the tools, whatever they need,
Hmm.
because it's really about communication. So when these people were making threats on my life,
Wow.
Guess who was on the internet fighting for me? Those two ladies.
Wow.
Yeah, they were like, he's a good
Amazing.
man. You hurt him, we gonna kill you, you know.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so faith,
Wow.
being good to people, transcends all of that foolishness. Yeah, I tell you.
That is unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe this. It's like 2026, the 21st century. That's when people still think that way.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Well, I am very, very to go through,
Well,
sir. But you are such a shining light and so inspirational, always smiling, and like I say, really a force to be reckoned with. It's almost
thank
impossible to really be upset, angry, or depressed in your presence. This is crazy. So one thing that you've also said is really religious counseling, right? Only takes a small percentage of your job.
Yes,
The rest is human struggle.
yes.
Okay, what does that teach us about leadership in corporate or military setting? Human struggle.
Well, well, if you want to really touch people, you have to feed them, right? If you want to really touch people, you have to help them. So, religious counseling, that's when people are in trouble, or premarital counseling.
Hmm.
How do you get after those people before those things happen, right?
Mm.
So I have in every job I went to, I created a program called Lunch, Laugh, and Learn, right? So I go to every office. I provide lunch for that directorate, and
Wow.
we just sit down and talk, right? And so when I brief it to the commander, I say, "Sir, this is a preventive measure strategy."
Mm.
So when these folks get in trouble, they already know who I am.
Wow.
Before they get in trouble, they know who I am. If trouble is sneaking up on them, I've already established myself in their life as a
Yes.
spiritual advisor, right? You see, leadership needs to be insightful enough to get out front of things,
Hmm.
right? When you get out in front of things, I just talked to a young lady today for an hour, right? A high-ranking person, and she just said she hadn't been able to talk to anybody like that in her life. What amazing,
Wow.
amazing! Because you're able to do that because of the relationship,
Yes.
because of the trust, and they trust you as a leader to not tell anything of their business. That's real leadership.
Wow. That is quite powerful. Okay. Let me ask you one question. I think a lot of my friends, I do come from a Christian background, but I think it doesn't matter if you're a Jew, Muslim. If you do believe in God, I think most people, they really don't want to commit murder or even kill, even if it's a
Yeah.
ethical, lawful,